Hey everyone, Chad Hasty here, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on NewsTalk 95.1 FM, 790 AM KFYO. I invite you to listen online at KFYO.com and follow me on Twitter and other social media platforms as well, Chad Hasty Radio. It's Election Day. Congratulations, America. We've made it after what seems to be a 3-year campaign for the presidency. Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton tonight. We will finally know, unless no one reaches 270 electoral votes, which is a possibility, by the way, but we'll get to that later on. We will know tonight, most likely, who the next president of the United States is. Will there be legal challenges, all of that? Well, we'll see what happens. Today on the show, we're going to take your phone calls. We're going to talk about the election, obviously. We're also going to cover a few of the other issues that are going to be voted on by people in other states. 5 states will be voting on recreational marijuana use. There will be some states voting on issues dealing with the Second Amendment and tighter gun control. So those are some things that we're going to be talking about on the show today. Also, we'll probably be covering some of those tonight as well on KFYO's election night coverage. 7 p.m. to midnight is when that happens. So we invite you to tune in during that time as well. So a lot to talk about on the show today. We're going to be taking your predictions, what you think will happen. I started taking predictions yesterday on Facebook, just from friends of mine, listeners, who they think will be the next president of the United States. Also launched a Twitter poll as well. A couple of things here. I think that Hillary Clinton will be an absolute disaster of a president if she wins. She is not a fan of the Second Amendment. I don't believe that she is a true believer of the U.S. Constitution. I believe that Hillary Clinton is, you hear the term Obama's third term. I think that she'll be worse than Obama's third term. I think that if Hillary Clinton is elected, Republicans and conservatives will look back on the Obama second term and think, oh boy, those were the days. Those were nice. I don't think that Hillary Clinton will do anything to solve Obamacare and the exploding cost of Obamacare that has so many of our fellow citizens hurting. And it's going to hurt the economy. Hillary Clinton will do things that will continue to hurt the economy. I just don't think it'll be a good thing. Donald Trump, great big question mark. I think that he would be okay in some areas. I don't think he'd be great in other areas because I don't believe he's a true conservative. I do believe that that he would appoint more conservative Supreme Court justices than Hillary Clinton. Listen, I've said since the end of the primary that this election is about more than just the next 4 years. This is about the next few decades because Hillary Clinton will appoint Supreme Court justices that will take up issues dealing with the Second Amendment, privacy, and many other issues. This is a big, big deal. And if you have friends in swing states, if you have friends in Pennsylvania, you have friends in Ohio, in Florida, call them. Talk to them about this stuff. Talk to them about the Supreme Court. I think Donald Trump failed big time, and Republicans failed big time in making the Supreme Court a bigger issue. I think they completely failed on that front. And it's disappointing to see that the Supreme Court, which should be a major issue, get reduced to basically nothing in this race. Hillary Clinton, I think, would be a disaster if elected. Donald Trump, great big question mark, but he has a much bigger upside, I believe, than Hillary Clinton. All this BS about Donald Trump being authoritarian and wanting to be president for life, give me a break. That's BS. I mean, that's just, it's crap. So my prediction, as far as the presidential race goes, keep in mind that anything could happen. You have the Real Clear Politics average of polls at about 3.5 percentage points, right now. Fox News, their last poll showed, 3.5 percentage points for Hillary Clinton, excuse me. Fox News had a poll that they released yesterday, excuse me, showing that, Hillary Clinton was up 4 percentage points. So, the polls nationally not looking good for Donald Trump. The Real Clear Politics average of polls, this time 4 years ago did have Barack Obama leading but by only about half a percentage point. So not by a lot. It was a much closer election, according to the polls last time compared to this time. So it does show there will be movement in the polls, by the way, because Barack Obama won by a lot more than just half a percentage point. So anything could happen. I believe that Donald Trump has closed this race, and that a flip of, let's say, a Pennsylvania or a Nevada, or maybe a Colorado, maybe a Virginia, if Donald Trump is able to get that silent majority to turn out, I think he could really change the direction of this race. However, right now I have Hillary Clinton winning tonight and unfortunately becoming the next president of the United States. I do think it'll be closer than what many people expected even a couple of weeks ago. I do think that Hillary Clinton will win, though. I think that my hope is that Republicans will hold on to the Senate. I could be wrong on that, but I think that they will hold on to the Senate. I think it'll be very close in some of those races, but I think they will have enough to hold on to the Senate in that. And that'll be very important coming up with Supreme Court and other federal judge appointments. Those are holding on to the Senate, folks, is nothing to sneeze at. That'll be very important for the Republicans to hold on to the Senate. So, as I said, things could change. If this silent majority of Donald Trump shows up and they get out to vote for Donald Trump, it could really throw things for a loop in some of the Rust Belt states. I'm looking at Pennsylvania, Ohio. I think Trump will take that. Florida, toss-up state. We'll see what happens in Florida. But again, anything could happen, and I hope that I'm wrong. I really do. I hope that I'm wrong in this. But listen. In the last few elections, I've had a gut feeling, okay? I really did believe that George W. Bush was going to win the presidency when he ran, and he did. I really did believe that Barack Obama was going to defeat John McCain, and he did. And I really did believe that Barack Obama was going to defeat Mitt Romney, and he did. In this election, when I'm going with my gut here, my gut tells me Hillary is going to win this thing, but I'm not as confident as I was back in 2012 or 2008, because I do think that there is somewhat of a silent majority and some unhappy Democrats who will switch over and vote for Republicans, and the unlikely voter who are burnt out Republicans, people who have lost their jobs, seen their friends' jobs go overseas, I think they'll turn out as well. So anything can happen still. That's why I think it's going to be a much closer election than what other people have said. But I do see Hillary Clinton winning the White House. God help us if that happens. Let me know your thoughts below. You can let me know your thoughts here on YouTube. Of course, you can let me know your thoughts on Facebook as well on KFYO. And you can email me, chat@kfyo.com. Follow me on Twitter, ChatHD Radio. Get out, go and vote. Let's get good Republicans elected. Let's get Donald Trump elected. He's not perfect. Lord knows he's not perfect, but he'll be a hell of a lot better than Hillary Clinton will be for this country. But my final prediction here, Hillary Clinton, the next president of the United States. God bless America. Get out and vote, and then tune in to the Chad Hasty Show and KFYO election night coverage from 7 p.m. to midnight, again, on KFYO. Have a great day.